Alright, and we're back. Or something. So, I was gone for a couple days. I actually were down in Illinois at Club 400. Met Marcus Stroman. Excuse me, met Marcus Stroman for the with his foundation, HDMH, Height Doesn't Measure Heart, and Lost Boys Inc. That's a foundation for inner city youth, introduce them to baseball and kind of keep them out of trouble and change their path. Two pretty solid program, two solid organizations. Anyways, it was a good time. I almost dropped $2,000 on a popcorn machine. Got caught up in a bidding war and live auction. And of course, you get all caught up in the action. Everyone's cheering and chanting names back and forth. And yeah. Next time, $2,000 in for an autographed popcorn machine and a PS5. So fortunately, my buddy has more money than me, and now he's the owner of that, and he spent more than $2,000. So, anyways, that was my last couple days. Did some other stuff as well. It's been a fun weekend. Today, again, another 1988 Fleer baseball pack. Another set that I had a ton of as a kid. I think there's 660 cards in this pack and in this set. So, open up a few of them here today. I believe these also had the stickers. Yes, they did. Here's the stickers. We got the Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. Again, I don't care what anybody says. That Atlanta Braves logo is rock solid. I don't know what was up. I forgot what was up with the Braves and the Tigers, why they had two name stickers. I don't know what was going on there. Ooh, and on the back here, we got a very beautiful stadium. Probably the best stadium in pro sports. Right there's Wrigley Field. If you look closely on Wrigley Field right there, there's something not there that is now there. If you look closely, there are no lights at Wrigley Field because this picture was taken before there were lights in Wrigley Field. Lights did not come to Wrigley Field until August 8th of 1988, 8/8 of 88. So when this set was made, lights were not on Wrigley Field. Also, I was not at the first game, but I was also at the next night game. The first night game actually got postponed halfway through. They had to call it after 4 innings because of rain, and I was there the next night at, I believe it might have been the first official night game. Anyways, here we go, off and running with who we have here. Bobby Thigpen, bam! He was a good closer for a while. I think he set a record for most saves in a season at one point. I think that's been broken now by Eric Gagne, but he had like 57 saves in a season. So everyone thought he was the best closer ever. He had a good couple seasons, and I think he fizzled out kind of fast, if I remember right. Here's another good one. Mike Scioscia. Dodger fans will remember Mike Scioscia. He was a Dodger catcher for a long time. I don't know if you don't believe he won a World Series with them, but he was there for a very long time. He's also did win a World Series as the manager of the Anaheim Angels. I don't know if they're Anaheim or LA, what they were then, but the Angels in 2001 won a World Series, or it wasn't 2001, was it 2002 they won the World Series. Anyways, he was the manager. Joe Madden was also a coach on that team. Joe Madden also is influential on why I'm able to wear this World Series hat. As a Cubs fan, something I never thought I'd do. People can mock me for still wearing it 6 years later. I was told I would never get to wear one. I was told 108 years, blah, blah, blah. So I will wear this hat for 108 years. That's just how it is. Next up, we have, this is a kind of sweet card, the Bass Brothers. A lot of steroids are in that picture, to be honest with you. There's a lot of juice in that picture. Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire. McGwire's a little bit more likable person. Jose Canseco's just an absolute rat. That said, everything Jose Canseco's ever said has pretty much been proven true. So if Jose Canseco says something about you, I'm inclined to believe it. Don't hang out with Jose Canseco. He will tell on you. He is a rat bastard. Will sell you out for $10 and a cheeseburger. McGwire's a solid dude. He cheated a little bit, whatever. He took some steroids, whatever. It was, at the time, wasn't against the rules. Helped save the game of baseball. I don't really have a problem with McGwire. Canseco, you're a rat bastard. Next up is Ron Gant. Here's a second baseman at the time. He ended up playing left field. This is rookie card here. This is a Ron Gant rookie card. Look at that. Ron Gant ended up having a pretty solid career. Was off to really start a great career. Then he broke his leg. He did come back. I believe he came back pretty solid. And then I think he had another injury, if I remember right. But he was pretty solid for a few years there with the Braves and I think the Reds. Mike Griffin. That guy. Imagine being a Major League Baseball hitter and that guy's striking you out. I don't know if that would really sit too well with me. I'm just kind of looking at his card here. Yeah, well, it looks like he's played 82, then didn't play for a few years and came back in 87. He was a Cub for 81, it looks like. So some of my older friends might remember Mike Griffin. He's just a bit before my time. I didn't really start following until 83, 84. 81, I would have been a little too young to remember. Next up, we have Gerald Young. I don't know. I remember him. He was an outfielder. I don't remember a lot about him. I probably have a bunch of his cards somewhere. Next, we've got Scott Bradley. He was a catcher for the Mariners. That's all I know about Scott Bradley because his card tells me he was a catcher for the Mariners. Looks like he also played for the Yankees and the White Sox. I don't know if he played for anybody else, but he played for the Mariners that year. Here we go. We've got a Major League prospect. These are so promising when we used to collect them. Like, oh, the prospect card. And then 34 years later, we've got Damon Berryhill and Jeff Montgomery, who both played in the major leagues, but neither one of them really did anything that was worthy of a prospect card. This card probably sold for $2 at one time just because it was a prospect. Now it sells for whatever, somebody a nickel. He was a guy at the end of his career, but he had a good career for a while. Larry Herndon, I remember his name. I believe he was on the 84 Tigers, like I've said before, a great World Series team. One of the first great teams I remember watching. Larry Herndon was on that team. He was pretty solid. I think he might have even been an ex-All-Star. He was a guy a lot of boomers have a soft spot for. Tony Armas. Tony Armas was a power hitter. He hit 43 home runs one year with the Red Sox. Pretty solid outfielder for a few years. The reason I kind of laugh is boomers always want to put him in the Hall of Fame. Like, he hit some home runs for a few years. He's a good really good, but he's hardly a Hall of Famer. But Tony Armas was good. Next we got Scott Fletcher, your stereotypical 80s shortstop. Look at that guy. Probably weighs about $140. Can't hit his weight, but he probably could catch the ball well and had a little speed or did something cool. Robbie Thompson was another second baseman. 80. He was a little bit better of the 80s second baseman, but still pretty prototypical light hitting. Didn't do a whole lot. Next up, we've got Rick Honeycutt, who was a pitcher for the A's. Believe he might have pitched on the World Series team actually in '89, but I don't remember. He was pretty solid though for a few years. Who else did he play for? He played for the Dodgers before that. Yeah, he was a solid pitcher for a minute. My dog's whining. Next, we got Eric Nolte. Kind of looks like a doofus in that picture right there. Anyways, Eric Nolte pitched for a couple years. Nothing special. And then ironic that I had Jose Canseco because right here is Mike Greenwell. I believe Mike Greenwell tried to sue Jose Canseco or something. He finished second to Canseco in MVP. And the big deal with that was Mike Greenwell was trying to get a contract later, and saying that you're an ex-MVP gets you more money as saying you're an ex-runner-up to be an MVP. And since Jose Canseco turned out cheated in his mind, in Greenwell's eyes, by taking steroids, he felt he should get more money from past money, whatever. He's grasping at straws. The reality is Mike Greenwell should have done better steroids. Had he done better steroids, Mike Greenwell would have just won the MVP outright. But that's the end of that pack. Not a bad one. Like I got a few cards there at the beginning there that are kind of cool. That Bass Brothers card right there, that was awesome back in the day. So, anyways, that's about all I got today. We'll reminder, we had a Wrigley Field again with no lights. I think that's always cool whenever you can see that too. So, that's all we got today. I will be back tomorrow, hopefully on Memorial Day. Anyways, we are out.